Welcome to Neuchâtel, Switzerland.
Alright guys, we're going to show you this cute little city. We're going to find out some more details about it before we start talking so that we can be informative and hopefully teach you something about this cool city. So down below here, we're right now at the train station in Neuchâtel. It's a little bit higher up, and then you can take the walk down below there right into the city and come along and join the fun. I think it's cool how when that person who lives up there at that house, to go home they have to like go up like that, up the stairs to get to their house. It's really pretty. And that wall is probably like over 1,000 years old, which is nuts. So we're entering the pedestrian zone of Neuchâtel, and you can see the houses have pretty colors. Everyone's different colors, shutters.
Every shower has a...
Every what?
Every shower is like it has...
Every apartment has different colored shutters? Is that what you're saying? What did you just say to me about your little bell?
No.
Oh, you don't want to tell me? Okay. I thought it was really cute. That's okay. So just see, like, they have the writing on the walls too of what the business is. So this is a chauffage et de cuisine. So appareil de chauffage et cuisine. This is, or it was, I don't know if it still is. No, it's not anymore. Now it's like a restaurant, but what it says in there, it's a bar, yeah. It says that it used to be where you can go buy things for heating and kitchen supplies. It's cool because they never removed it, probably because it's like a part of their history, right? Look at this, this is like a wall mural. That's really pretty.
Bookmark.
You got from where?
Just right there.
Oh, that's cool. And then they have this really nice fountain. See what the buildings look like here? And look at this fountain here. Isn't that the Bern flag, Julia, up there? Or no, what's that? Must not be, right? It must be Neuchâtel. I'm not sure.
Neuchâtel has a red, white, and green flag with a little white cross on top.
Oh, okay. So we're not sure what that one is then. What's that?
It could be like
I think it's drinkable, yeah. If it doesn't say non potable, then you can drink out of it. What do you think, Chloe? Do you think somebody painted the street ahead of us?
Spray painted?
Spray painted, right? It looks like it's there to stay, doesn't it?
I wonder what it's there.
That's a pretty little street though, isn't it? Isn't that funny that in every language, little kids, when they go na 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 na, it's the same. The little kid was going la 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 la.
It says bouchon.
Bouchon?
Bouchon.
I think we just found the way to go to the castle, girls. I think this is the way you have to go. Because it goes up and it's behind these buildings, so. Yeah, a lot of times in Switzerland, people just put out free books like that.
Can I get this book?
And then
There's
other
English
people,
books as well there.
other people bring them back and then they exchange books. So you see a lot of this. There's English books over here too, girls, unless you want.
English.
Yeah, I don't know if they're all adults, but you can see.
Mostly adults. I found these two books.
You found one, Angelique? Which one did you find? Harry is, Harry is crazy. What'd you find, Chloe?
One set.
So pretty.
It's an Indian guide.
A guide to India?
Look at this, Mommy. I found two good books for me. This one, it's about ponies.
Oh, that's a perfect size book for you.
And this one's,
What's it called?
it's called Clara et les poneys. And the other one is called Le Petit Frère Tomber du ciel.
Tombe du ciel.
Tombe du ciel.
Le petit frère tombe du ciel. Oh my goodness. That one sounds scary.
Even the guy looks scared.
That's the author.
Daddy.
What I think is cool is the boxes that they have to hold the books. They're all wooden boxes and they're so pretty. I wonder if this is what like the old library would have been like, because on the sign, this is what it says on the sign here. It says Library of the Castle, a memory, a style. One thing is we just realized, okay, so outside this library, there's a door that you come in and here's the library. And there's a little sign that says, if I'm not here, read the instructions. And so then on the instructions, can you read it to me, Chloe?
It says, please put the money in an envelope. And then basically...
Il a glissé dans la boîte à lettres. So only in Switzerland is there's this like trust thing. Same like the trains, same like the buses, newspapers. They just assume people are going to be honest, read the price on the book, put the money in the envelope, and put it in the mailbox. And we've seen farms like this, where you go to the farm and you go through their greenhouse and you weigh your fruits and vegetables, put the money in, and off you go. So it's like an honor system.
Okay, so let's see how much each book is.
So Chloe's got her wallet here and she's going to calculate what she's buying. Isn't that neat though? I think it's pretty cool. Angelique, what are you getting?
Don't know.
So it's a good thing that, like where we just were across to get the books, it's a good thing we looked across the way, because if not, we wouldn't have realized that it's all connected. So here's where the books were, like over there, and then that's where the girls are in there, and that's where the library is. So good thing I read the sign. If not, we would have left with like books without paying, which wouldn't have been very good. But in a lot of different towns, like we were in, I think it was Villars or somewhere, but up in the mountains, and often on our little street where we live, people just put out books and then you just kind of take them, and when you're done, then you bring them back, and it's like a very sharing community, so it's really cool. We also saw that up north. That was the very first time I saw it. I think it was in Sweden, and the way it worked is we got to a park and there was all these like sandbox kind of area for the kids to play in, these toys, and I was like, oh, people were playing, and then they were leaving, and then there was still toys left over, and I was like, that's really strange. But the way it works is people just leave the toys, and then whoever wants to come in and play just comes and plays. So it's really kind of cool. So the girls are happy. They each got some little treats and books that they can read at home, and off we go to see the castle. Here we are going up Escalier du Château. More and more and more stairs we go. Oh, girls, I think there's something like a nice viewpoint, so I'm gonna go up. You guys can join me when you're rested. What do you guys think? It looks like a church, doesn't it? Or is it a castle? I think it's a church. That looks kind of like... It's a castle, right? Is it a castle church? Is there such a thing? So here is the Newcastle. From what I read, this would have been the Newcastle that whoever was ruling at the time made for his wife. There's no remains of the old castle, so no one really knows what the old castle would have been like. Right now it's used for governmental offices, so they have all these different like the different councils and stuff that meet here and work from here. So imagine going to work and you work in a castle. It's pretty cool. But you know what's really neat, and what I read is that Neuchâtel, so Neuchâtel means Newcastle, probably obvious with the name. It's located on Lake Neuchâtel, and it's kind of on the northern side of the lake, and it dates back, and this is another city that dates back, and I have no idea how they really calculate this, but from what I read, they have found when they were building one of the highways, and it was I think 5 feet underneath the highway, so about 16 feet or so down, they found some settlements and some different hunting tools and stuff like that. And it says that it was dated back, get this, from 13,000 years before Christ. So that is just honestly like crazy and hard to imagine. They also found like 3 earrings, which is like the oldest artifacts in all of Switzerland. So it dates back from that many years ago. And then what they found is a whole settlement of like homes and stuff like that. And it was found at a church building, and then they kind of like, I don't know if they got rid of it or they just kind of, it wasn't documented or whatever. And then when they were building the funicular, they again discovered this whole village. So they have like a museum here, and you can go see what it was like, what it looked like and stuff like that. So it's really crazy because it dates back like just from so long ago. And so it's just really neat. What are some other things about this city that's kind of cool to say? Has like, well, it obviously has like a beautiful waterfront, but just the history here, and just to think how long these buildings might have been here for is just mind-boggling, literally. So anyway, if I think of something else to share, I will let you know, but let's go check out the other spots. Here it is. So here's part of the newer castle building. There you've got the clock tower in the middle of the city. At a distance, you can see those mountains are snow-capped mountains. So they must be at least like 3,000 feet, I would guess, to have snow on them like that. Here we go. This shows what it is right now. So it is like, this is the church over on this part, which is right in front of us there. And then,
why is there spiders?
oh, that really hurt. And then this is the castle, and so you can see kind of how the castle works, how the inner gates are, and then what it is now. So, or what the old, I guess not now, but the ancient kitchen, the ancient treasury. This is what it was like before.
This is disgusting with spiders.
See the roof up there? That's kind of neat. It has a design in different colors. It's really pretty. This guy is holding up his Bible. He's got all these things on his... Oh my gosh, that's like a real cloth that they put on him. And then they've got it weighed down with a bunch of rocks. That's different.
That's funny.
Guillaume Farel, Reformed. There's the entrance of the church. These are like very, very, very ancient benches. That's crazy. Sometimes it's like hard to imagine that people walked here like 1,000 years ago, sat on these same benches, talked about maybe the same kind of stuff. Like, what are we gonna eat for dinner? The view is like amazing. I feel like that's an aqueduct. Is that how you say it? Aqueduct. They have these a lot in Spain and different countries, but it was to be used to transport the water down. So they build these like really tall, sometimes really high structures out of stone like that. It's really cool. So another cool thing that I was learning is that they actually discovered real Roman baths here. So they discovered them in 1908. Imagine that. Imagine like finding those and even knowing what it was. But they date back from the 1st, 2nd century, or the 2nd and 3rd century. So like so many years ago, there is like just Romans occupying the area, and they had their Roman baths, and it's just like, it's unbelievable. It's really, really, really crazy to think how much history is in this place, and that people walk the same streets, the same little, like people would have walked exactly where our girls are down there that many years ago. Crazy, right? What are you talking about?
It's Rapunzel's tower up there, Mommy. Mommy, I figured this out because look, it's like Rapunzel's tower.
Is it?
Look at, and you see that hook?
Yeah, there's a hook up there? Okay.
Yeah. See
Let's...
the hook?
Oh, no, she hooks up her hair to let the hair down.
Really?
Imagine this is where they filmed it.
No, they filmed it. It's an island in France.
Really? How do you know? You read that?
No, it looks exact. It's a village. It's like, for example, the Château Chillon. It looks exactly like Ariel. It's like, remember the YouTube video about like the
different castles.
yeah.
That one looks like Rapunzel's castle.
It's funny because there's a lot of our videos that you girls will say, hey look, it's Rapunzel's castle.
I don't say that.
Or Rapunzel's tower, I mean. But it looks like a very, very old tower.
Like Rapunzel's tower.
Just like Rapunzel's tower.
But hers has screen all over it, and it's not like this, and it has like a back.
Here we go. Nice and quiet. It's strange. It's very small. It's like, you would think it's huge, but this part's very small. It's the big organ. Hey muffin girls. What are you writing? Okay, take two. So over there in the distance where you see those big, tall, snow-capped mountains over there, you've got the Jungfrau, which is apparently one of the tallest trains that you can take up in the world. Tallest in all of Europe that you can go up with a train.
Is that the one that we went straight up?
We went up the Schilthorn, and the Schilthorn is where they filmed James Bond. And over there in the distance, so basically behind those mountains and such would be Interlaken. So very cool. As you can see, it's a very small country. We have all these beautiful cafes and restaurants. They're all down close to the lakefront.
And then yes.
We have to go towards this way and then over to where we're going. Look at Chloe. Right now, this is called the Place Purie, which is right down by the water. And I was reading, when we go to different places, we always read Wiki Travel, and sometimes you get like these little inserts of like where is the best place to eat. But anyway, this kebab place was on there, and we're gonna just have a little shawarma or kebab and fill our bellies. Yeah, and then we're gonna go maybe down by the lake with it and find a nice picnic spot. Do you know what they're saying? Is that this is what ladies would have looked like back in the 1900s during something called La Belle Epoque, like the good times. And they would have been wearing kind of really long, beautiful dresses, and they would have had corsets holding them in place and tight.
Like this?
Yeah, corsets. Does it show a corset? Yeah, and that would have made them kind of like the pelvis go forward like that, and then they had these really pretty hats on like that.
And the man used to wear that?
That's what a man would have looked like over here. Looks like he's going towards the lady. This is how the man would have been dressed.
I wish we could have walked.
It's shallow?
Yeah, it looks shallow. Mommy, this is what I would do, Mommy. I would go
Go up to the bench and try to climb up on it. Do you need a boost? Can you hold the camera and I'll boost her? Come on, Chloe. Come on, I'll boost you and then I'll get up on it.
Come on. It's really funny. It's really hard. Come on, Chloe, I'll help you.
Je ne fais pas envie de cette semaine. So what is this, Angelique?
It's a men's peeing spot.
It's a men's urinal. You would never see this in America, would you? The guys just walk up and do their business and off they go. And then if they have to do other stuff, they can use those ones. Thanks for watching our tour of Neuchâtel, Switzerland. We hope you guys really enjoyed the video tour that we did for you. And make sure to give us thumbs up and subscribe to our YouTube channel. See you next time. Ciao!